Hey everybody, it's time to do the Monstervors series and the second King Ghidorah. Yeah. So we're going to group them into categories of the storyline as well of the Monstervors. Okay, and also what could be coming up next. Okay, so the first one is going to be an odd one. The first one is going to be Mecha King Ghidorah. Dora, potentially reason why that there's a second King Ghidorah that may get killed by Kong, or there was a second King Ghidorah that's already been killed by Kong. And pretty much that was then turned into a cyborg called Mecha King Ghidorah. I don't know, potentially aliens. Anyways, it's Mecha King Ghidorah, okay. Now, Mecha King Ghidorah, okay. But there's something else though. Mecha King Ghidorah doesn't make sense since we already have Mecha King Ghidorah in the universe. And if you don't believe me then, please do believe. And I do mean believe the monster. So that is Mecha Godzilla uses King Ghidorah's head as a way for the pilot, for the mech to drive it. So, yeah, we already have Mecha King Ghidorah and Godzilla at the same one. Maybe Legendary's Mecha Godzilla should be its own kaiju. Anyways, this one now. Anyways, that's right, Mecha King Ghidorah will not count. But however, there is two more. I'm gonna let you guess. Okay, now I'm back. So the first one is most likely to fit on it is this one, at least kind of most likely to fit on it is Queen Ghidorah. When you first say Queen Ghidorah in question marks, I found out that is a real thing, Queen Ghidorah. Or at least that's what I believe it. Anyways, right? Basically, King Ghidorah is related to King Ghidorah. I don't know. No, almost like brother sister thing. I don't know. Anyways, gonna guess why I'm potentially still having her on the list. Oh, it. Okay, now let's edit. Anyways, basically, potentially what I'm counting for is, well, it's always good to have another King Ghidorah. Seriously, the Millennium series literally has the normal King Ghidorah and then adds in Kaiser Ghidorah. Yeah. Alongside various other monsters. Anyways. Anyways, why see it doesn't make the cut? Potentially because it's a Mothra problem. It's most likely a Mothra problem where she wants to actually become the queen of the monsters. Then she has to fight against Mothra. Yeah, won't be too much of a problem unless she learns about that his brother's dead. Kind of thing, and wants to take revenge on the Thunder Lizard, and the giant monkey with the Dorsa Plate battle axe. Yeah. But there is another creature so far that has been elusive, or a creature that's not a whole entire gang of animals, no, creatures just that added in, that literally, that other creatures fear it, and it's dromaeosaurid, and even more specifically, the Vastatosaurus rexes, aka V-Rexes, are scared of the dinosaur. The source. Yeah, T-Rex being scared of dromaeosaurs. Then just say one from the jungle. We have fun and games of Skull Island. And that is Gual and the Death Runners. Their backstories have always been the creatures who killed Kong's parents, and basically left Kong's species near to extinction, only leaving Kong, and in the original Kong's case, Kong and his son, Kamuto, who dies, potentially battling against a dragon. Again, I don't know. Anyways, Guals are basically the real, pretty much the gangsters of King Kong and monsters, basically. Forget about the Gyroses. This creature would just kill them all. Gual and the Death Runners are literally dromaeosaurs that live on Skull Island that kill for their own fun. No. Yeah, maybe that's why the natives of Skull Island are not that high in technology, except for in King Kong Skull Island, which is in the Monstervors. Why do I bring this up? You see that Gual is the size big enough to take on King Kong. I'm not joking. The rest of the Death Runners are pack creatures that work together. Gual pretty much being the alpha, thought that's bigger than King Kong, but something else though. There's another version besides the normal version of Gual, the two-headed one, where it's actually a four-armed version. So imagine a velociraptor, but with its top body, with two top bodies on it. It would be pretty terrifying. While basically has that form that may actually make it into the Monsterverse. And the potential reason why are the Skullcrawlers. Remember the fact that the Skullcrawlers are most likely adapted to live underground. They're not too adapted to live on top of the surface of the planet. So what made them go on the top of the surface at all? The potentially God did. And what's potentially God for me is a hybrid between a Titan and a dinosaur. Like real hybrid here. Like big hybrid. With God potentially even pretty much being the queen of the Death Runners, which wouldn't you know it? No, God and the Death Runners are basically could basically be worse than the Skullcrawlers. Pretty much saying that these creatures used to run most of the versions of Skull Island here, just run them. Like, forget about the Vestatosauruses being apex predators. Those before King Kong arrived, Gua and the Death Runners were apex predators. Anyways, God dies in every story, right? If this story could have anything, that Gua may be there in reality, trying to become the apex titan, potentially killing Godzilla, and more importantly, King Kong, making sure that there will be no more competition to the apex monster. The potential reason why the Skullcrawlers were even trying to get off of the island, trying to even get off Skull Island. The island is to potentially contact King Ghidorah to save their home. Which, wouldn't you know it, is overrun by dinosaur titan hybrids, which called the Death Runners and Gua. They're basically, before King Kong was the god, these monsters, including Gua, was the god, basically. So potentially reason why Gua by now rules the underworld of Skull Island. Then the Skullcrawlers are then left to deal with King Kong and all the other Kongs. Hey, maybe even the other Godzillas. Yeah, fear why, though, is unknown. Basically, could actually potentially see the war was caused by another kaiju. Like Gua caused the war, potentially. Bam, bam, bam! Make a Godzilla attack another Godzilla. Begin the war, or they will most likely devastate the species, and boom. Once I come up and kill any monster that they're my path to becoming apex creature, I will be the apex titan. We got potentially the most dangerous creature so far. Forget about Kaiser Ghidorah. Potentially making it. Forget about other versions of King Ghidorah. Forget about Kong once again fighting Godzilla. It will be a dromaeosaurid hybrid of a titan taking King Godzilla and King Kong on. This time, though, Gua may lose, not towards King Kong, not towards Godzilla, not towards the other titans, not towards Mothra. Maybe King Kong, Godzilla, and Mothra will team up to defeat it. Oh yeah, I forgot another one, Destroyer, since the Oxygen Destroyer could have accidentally made Destroyer on accident, so that would be a pretty overpowered enemy for both King Kong and Godzilla. So I'm basically going to be counting that out. I forgot about it. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Oxygen Destroyer, or the Evolution Monster. So that's a crustacean that then fights off against the King of the Monsters. I forgot about that potentially being an enemy. See you later, bye.